that in detail and to give us a little more about the brand and the bank, I'd like to welcome the Managing Director of the bank, Mr. Olufemi Bakre. Mr. Olufemi Bakre, please, to address us. Please, a round of applause for the MD. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kindly permit me to stand on the existing protocol because it has been a long time. Due to some issues, we're exceptionally sorry for the delay to start this particular occasion. It is imperative for us to register our common and in-depth gratitude for the honor you gave us by registering your presence here today, despite your terrific schedule. We're extremely grateful, humbled, honored, and privileged. And this is not a thing that we're taking for granted. We appreciate you. On Parallex Bank, what a journey. An interesting journey for that matter. Parallex Bank that we are launching today started as a Parallex Microfinance Bank. Over a decade ago, to be precise, in 2008. And as a microfinance bank, they made their marks. They should be classified as the best 5 in the industry, with robust assets or balance sheet, 10 branches across the country. And in addition to that, just like I earlier mentioned, this happened to be a microfinance bank that locally rated by Augusto & Co. with BBB+. So you can tell me that we had more like decent inheritors. And suffice to mention that in the landscape of banking industry, Parallex Microfinance Bank will be the first. We don't know who is going to be the second that we metamorphosize or graduate from a microfinance bank to a commercial bank. So if they take the pedigree into consideration, then you now ask me, if you have such inheritance, what do you do with it? The best is to ensure that you build on it a formidable institution that will be recognized, connected with in all spheres. And that is what we are launching today. And that is Parallex Bank. In terms of vision, our vision is clear. Like here. We want to be the preferred financial solution provider in this country. Redefine customer experience through innovation. I repeat, through innovation. We are not going to do it the usual way, primarily because the market is somehow saturated, and if you are coming to the market at this particular point in time, certainly you must have something new to offer. And in terms of mission, which we have started driving already, Parallex Bank is going to leverage on most talented candidates in Nigeria in terms of workforce with technology to drive unparalleled value to delight all the stakeholders, including our esteemed customers and prospects yet to be boarded. And this bank is standing on 5 great principles. Five great principles. Number 1, professionalism is keyword in our way. innovation. You will see more of innovation in what I state by the time that we move to the kind of value that we are offering today and what we are going to be offering going forward. Excellence all the way in all that we do. Even in our staff, you can see the signal of excellence. Then, if we take our pedigree into consideration, we can't do lower than being customer-centric. And on a final note, in view of the journey that we've taken, certainly we have to collaborate. Because in the fintech world, in the technology world, you cannot do it alone. So we've chosen a path that will make us mingle within the ecosystem axis. That is the bank that we are promoting today. Now, I am taking this opportunity to tell the esteemed house that this bank is blessed with versatile, agile, and experienced hires. We've started the journey last year, and we are still cruising, and we continue to cruise within the context of banking industry. And we are ably supported by visionary board of directors. They are professionals to the core. And in addition to that, the level of support that we are getting from the board is unimaginable. That is the bank that is standing before you today. Now, having said that, the next question will be more like, what are the value propositions? What are you going to be known for? What will you say that your workforce represents in the banking space? We came up as management with acronym SEED, which I'm going to spell and speak to. This is a particular word that is owned by all the stakeholders, both at the management level and also at the board level. Our S stands for speed. This is one of the key promoting factors that we must roll out as far as our bank is concerned. And when I talk about speed, we talk about if you want to say yes to a particular transaction, that your yes must be timely. And if there's reason for you to decline unbankable deals, for argument's sake, your no must be very, very prompt. That is our S. And the next level is E. On the E side, that is a clear mark of difference, and it is principally execution. As simple as it is, it differentiates the boys from the men. If you have power of committing and executing, you will be more attractive. What is driving the world today, particularly the world that is successful, is execution. What is dragging some countries today back to the scene is lack of execution. Execution is going to be our watchword. At Parallex Bank, we've determined to go extra mile in everything that we do. We are not going to be unusual train. We are going to do it differently. We are going to go extra with our customer. And the third E will represent the word executive support. To God be the glory. I am still young and energetic. I can still go around without stress. What we are committing to our customers, you will have executive touch from the managing director's level across the board of executive management. We shall be knocking at your doors from time to time, not under the canopy of collecting from you or asking from you on what we can also give. And that will afford us the opportunity to listen to your issues and be in a position to prove our vision to the letter, which is financial solution provider. Then D. We want to go digital all the way. I will be an ingrate if I don't register my appreciation to the board of directors for their level of understanding in this particular direction. We all know that digital is the future of our industry, and they are well poised, and they've been supporting aggressively to ensure that we invest wisely in this particular direction. And now, coming to the last day, when you see any Parallex bank staff, you should be able to identify them by the discipline that they are going to exhibit at any particular point in time in whatever they put on the table. That will take me to the kind of value propositions that we have. There are not too many, but I can say that we've put structure behind whatever we are saying today in a way that you can take it to any bank. One, in our journey, we want to provide you convenience. And when we are talking in terms of convenience, a situation where at the comfort of your home, you are able to do all that you can do without any intervention from the brick and mortar. Secondly, we are not only promoting, but we are also putting platform behind reliability. And when we are talking in terms of reliability, the platforms that we are coming with now, which we strongly believe that all of you will possibly subscribe to and try us out, that particular platform should be made reliable. Reliable in a way that you don't have any reason to raise alarm at any particular point in time. And if there is reason to be, there must be genuine reason for that. But we don't wish or pray for that. Then this is a bank. We noticed in the industry today complaints everywhere. And if you take into consideration what is happening within the radar of regulation, particularly Consumer Protection Department and Central Bank, you just need to have a look at various complaints at their desk. And we looked at it from the angle that as an institution, if we put structure, if we put efforts in creating a niche in this particular area, it will make a difference. Under this note, we are committing to you that in respect of your complaints, they will be promptly resolved, both technically and personally. It is a commitment that we are bringing on board. You should be in a position to open instant account with Parallex Bank. And the last under that canopy is partnership. What is prevalent in the banking industry today is relationship management. Everybody does it. All the banks are on that radar. We are saying that in Parallex Bank, we are going a step further. And that step further, instead of us having relationship managers, what we are having in Parallex Bank is nothing but partnership managers. Partnership in all spheres. It shall never be in a dictionary to say it cannot be done. But what would be our watchword or statement at any particular point in time is how can it be done? And you can check it out whenever we have cause to knock at your door. Those are the value propositions that we are talking about. And now, everybody is talking about mobile banking, right, left, and center, and what have you. And we have generics, things that are common, nothing different. What do we have as Parallex Bank that is new to convince you that we are here for good and to disrupt the market? The majority of our offers are almost as good as pay nothing. One, you can make transfers from any angle within your mobile app, 5 in a month, 5 in a day, 150 in a month without charges. In addition to that, we are saying that in Parallex Bank, your money must work for you. In a situation where we win your attraction, we should be able to pay back one way or the other by giving decent returns on your funds with us. And how do we go about this? Parallex Bank is going to be paying up to 5% on current account balances not lower than 100,000. Up to 5% is a commitment, and you can check us out. In Parallex Bank, it is not about taking due advantage of the client under the canopy of making money, but more like symbiotic relationship, mutually beneficial relationship that you can believe in today and be part of it tomorrow. That is what we are bringing on board. So on this note, maintenance charges, account maintenance charges is a common phenomenon in the industry. We are saying in Parallex Bank from day one, you won't encounter any. Now, going further, you should be in a position, one of the banks, very few banks, you should be in a position to do transfers, increase your limit without consulting either relationship manager or partnership manager. And in addition to that, if you are more like this particular generation, they love uniqueness in all its spheres. So we are saying that with our app, you can decide to generate your unique account number at any particular point in time. So these are the greatest that we are coming up with in terms of value propositions. Then that will now take me to the final point in respect of my journey, which is the kind of business initiatives that we have to offer. Now we've mentioned that this is a digitally oriented institution, and every single component of business initiatives that we have shall be driven digitally. We are going to play big in the area of personal banking, which some institutions call retail. Business banking is the second in our radar, which we classify as SME today. And if in whichever way one looks at it, that is more like the engine room of this particular economy. In addition to that, we cannot ignore commercial corporate banking, or in the area of corporate banking, we could possibly experience less emphasis, but we are driving commercial very aggressively. Institutional banking is another one. Institutional banking both locally and internationally. And we can see today that multilateral agencies, foreign financial institutions, they are injecting funds into specific areas that I spoke to earlier in this particular country. As unattractive as we think that we are, they see value in us. So this is one area that we also want to key into and ensure that we make a difference and partner effectively and efficiently. And as Parallex Bank, private banking, every single soul under this particular canopy is our candidate, is our potential customer. We've put structure behind our private banking in a way to make it delightful to our customers. I will say that on this note, without taking much of your time, these are the key value propositions that we are bringing on board to ensure that you have limitless in your banking transactions. Thanks for your attention. Once again, we appreciate your visit to be part of our history today. We shall never forget in a GV. And whenever we have cause to visit you, particularly people under this canopy, you may likely enjoy more concessions. Thank you.
Please once again a round of applause for the Managing Director of Parallex Bank. You know, one of the things that impressed me the most about the Managing Director is that he spoke without looking into any paper, phone or book. And as he was doing that, I said to myself, this is the voice of 32 years experience, more than 32 years experience in the banking industry, and 36 plus, over 36 experience, professional certifications here and there. So once again, a very big round of applause for the Managing Director, Mr. Olufemi Bakre.